Hey, how you going out there? If I didn't see you in the last stream, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I hope you had a wonderful Chrissy and a great New Year. Everything's almost back to normal here now. The kids are nearly back to school. They've got about I think a week or two left. Well, they got like about 12 days left, I think, and then they're back to school. So yeah, things are getting back to normal. Yeah, it's sort of a rush this Christmas and New Year. It was came and was gone quite fast. So anyway, but yeah, so please feel free to jump in if you're out there, and yeah, we'll chat for a while, and then we'll go and play some WoW. Eh? What do you reckon? I think that's probably a good idea. But anyway, yeah. So my Chrissy was pretty good. Went and spent the day with my daughter-in-law's dad. Only the second time I've met him because he's moved over from England to Australia, and he lives here now, and he's going to make it his home. So yeah. Anyway, please feel free to jump in. As you know, I'm guided by you. I don't really have a topic. My topic today is World of Warcraft, which it always is. So we'll probably play. I did a couple of raids yesterday. I actually did both of the raids that were available. Hey Jeff, how are you, mate? Good to see. Just thought I'd let you know too that I've actually started taking paid for and starting to take proper bass lessons, an online bass course. So I should be a bit, but it's got more workout than it's had in the last couple of days than it has in probably the past 3 months. So yeah, I'm motivated. I got motivated to actually learn it, and I think because I'm actually paying for the lessons, they're not much, like $30 a month for 5 months or something, and then you get access to it all the time, you know. But I think because I'm actually paying for it this time, I might actually sort of stick with my practicing and actually complete all the lessons and stuff like that. And it's actually not bad because I had such a big break. Yeah, no, I'm pretty happy with that, mate, because well, I picked it up yesterday, day before. I picked it up day before when I started. It was just covered in dust and that. It's not, my base isn't set up properly, though. It's basically from the factory, so I've got to probably maybe take it somewhere and get it set up properly. But at the moment, I'm getting a good tone out of it and sound, so I'm not that worried. But yeah, and it's good because I've had such a big break. I've lost the bad habits I probably had, so I'm almost starting back at zero. So yeah, so I'm looking forward to getting a bit better on the bass guitar. But yeah, I've been playing a fair bit of WoW. I did 2 raids yesterday. I did both the raids yesterday. And it's quite funny, isn't it? If now that I can queue for LFR, I know when I was queuing for LFR in Shadowlands, it was like an hour, an hour and a half, and now it's like 20 minutes, 12 minutes. You know what I mean? It's almost like when you're queuing for a normal dungeon. But yeah, so I've been enjoying them both. Yeah, I've done one twice and one once, and I did all that yesterday. What with your kids, man? Yeah, bloody oath. Oh, the Narcissus thing. Hosian, hello. Norian, hello, nice t-shirt. Yeah, Gunners, yep. I saw him live when they played in Sydney, at the City Football Stadium there. That was very cool. Yeah, Guns N' Roses. Yeah, it was 2017, I think it was. Is their concert? Yeah, 17. Because yeah, the year after that we saw Queen. So yeah, it was an awesome concert. I was right at the front. I was like, Jeff was looking for a Mythic group. Oh, that one. Yeah. Yes, yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, that's funny, eh? Like, yeah, Winter Apply was disbanded. Yeah, I know. Well, before I started actually knowing what it was, I used to just click apply to all of them, and it was never getting anywhere. And sort of now that I know, but still, yeah, 10 minutes is a long time to list a Mythic group. You think it would be, picked up quicker than that, especially at this stage in the expansion. But yeah, Norian, I saw Gunners on live. I was right up the front, and one of the good things about it was, oh mate, Hossein, I love it, man. I think it's the best expansion yet. I'm really, really enjoying it. Happy Saturday. It's happy Sunday for me, Josh, actually, Sunday morning down here in our part of the world. But thank you all for jumping in. I really do appreciate it. I'm guided by you guys, so yeah, it's awesome. I sort of need some people active in chat. Yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I think it's probably the best expansion. I mean, I know that's a big call because Wrath of the Lich King's probably, renowned as the best WoW expansion. But I think Dragonflight's got it, I think. I think everything works really well. Everything's sensible. There's nothing stupid. The world quest makes sense. Even the rep grinding sort of makes sense. You've got all those different factions, but it feels much more sensible than Shadowlands did, than doing the accord stuff and all that. I don't know. It just seems a better system to me. Bloody magpie just flew past. I saw that. That used to happen to me a bit, Jeff. But so no, this was pretty. It was a pretty awesome concert, actually. Obviously, it wasn't the one where the lady got hit in the face with the microphone. My fingers just brushed it. That's how close I was. We were about 7 back. So we were standing the whole time, and it was Rose Tattoo supported them, then Wolf Mother, then Guns N' Roses, and it was pretty cool. Great concert. Rose Tattoo and Wolf Mother, if you don't know, they're 2 Aussie bands. Wolf Mother isn't really around anymore. Rose Tattoo's probably still around, but they've been around since like the 70s. But one of the good things about it was there's a song by AC/DC called Whole Lot of Rosie, and I know when Brian Johnson was having trouble singing, Axl Rose helped him. So in this particular concert we were at, the Sydney Football Stadium there, I've never seen AC/DC play live. I was eye level too low. It really needs an overhaul. It needs to go back to queuing like the old days, so everyone can have a go and not left out. Yeah, I agree with that. I think they have made it very. I think this is a little bit elitist, but I haven't been too worried about it so far. But I think you do need to start somewhere. And they started for some reason. We were playing all the Guns N' Roses songs, and then a Whole Lot of Rosie started. And I could hear the guitar, and I'm like, that doesn't sound like Slash. And it was Angus Young came out. So I'd never actually seen AC/DC, but now I've seen Angus Young play the guitar live, and that was very cool. It was almost cooler than the Guns N' Roses concert. But no, I can't say that. The concert was pretty epic. The ending was great. I'm eye level 367. Yeah, I'm not sure what I am. I'm definitely in over 3. I'm in the 360s now. Yeah, well, we should do our own. We're going to have to start doing our own, I think. I think he means like Mythic groups. So, he's queuing for Mythics, but his eye level's, still not high enough. I think that's that problem with that Raider.io. I mean, I know we've got to probably think about who we're letting into Mythics and stuff like that. C. Slop Glorpen says hello. C. Slop Glorpen. Thank you for saying hello, C. Slop Glorpen, and hello back to you. Yeah, I know what you mean. It's because that was frustrating for me, and that's one of the reasons that I made the video, the very first video that not the very first video that I made, but the help me understand it, and which led to this. Try Mythic Zero or just do easy world quests. Yeah, true. I think we've just got to. Alex 5K. Going to do some arenas anytime soon. Arenas. No, probably not. I'm not really into PvP. I can try PvP just for fun, but I've seen plugging keys is really awkward. I'm a 2,300 Rio Warrior tank, and I still can't get into 15-16s. I don't know what people want. World Quests are giving like 370 gear. Yeah, they are. Hey, they're dropping a bit of decent stuff, actually. I did the 2 raids yesterday, and I got a little bit of gear out of it, but nothing like I got out of that Mythic that we ran on Wednesday. So we might. I think my key's +3 now or something. I'll check it when I get in there. But yeah, I can understand it. It is frustrating. Look, and it is. We're starting to go down the road of like looking at people that are min-maxing and stuff like that. And I'm not, as you know me, I'm not really into that kind of sort of stuff. I'm basically playing the game the same way that I played the game when I started. I did the raid, George. I did both of them. I did the first one twice because when I was queuing, I did LFR only. I didn't do it like with any of us or anything like that. It was just LFR. The reason I did the first one twice was because I came in and they'd already killed 2 of the bosses, so I only got the last one. And so I ran back through it again and got the first 2, and then I did the first one twice, and then I did the second one once. Yeah, Raid Finder, yeah. I did the Raid Finder stuff. Yeah, LFR. Yeah. I didn't set up anything. That's what I might actually, because I'm so popular, I think we might also try and do raids as well as mythics and stuff, and I think that'd be pretty cool. But I know that's a bit of a big ask because raids can be, a bit long. Yeah, Hossein, I agree with that, and I think that's yes, it can be a little bit elitist, and if you're not perfect, you're not getting in and stuff like that, and that is definitely not how I want to play, and is not how I've ever played this game. And I think I've been getting a little bit of feedback, because this has sort of been a few months now that I've been doing this sort of stuff. I've been getting a lot of feedback, and people have been saying that it's actually refreshing to see someone just play the game. You know what I mean? And I had never really thought about it like that. I just play it like I've been playing it since the start, Obviously now I'm getting into the mythics and stuff like that, but still, I'm not really, I don't want people to think that they need to be experts to play, you know what I mean? And I think that's the problem with this sort of stuff, is it can be. Thankfully, I haven't run. Look, all of you guys have been wonderful, and you've been very helpful and all that sort of stuff. And especially with your add-ons and, where you should put your keys and things like that. And I've, 95% of what you've told me to do, I've done. And everybody says, oh, it's really toxic. But I haven't come across any of that yet, especially with you guys. I really haven't come across that at all. So, yeah, thanks, George. And, I've found that people are saying, it's really refreshing just to see someone enjoy the game and play it for what it is. And not that I don't want to do the other stuff. But yeah, like I was into PvP in Warlords of Draenor, I think it was. I was doing battlegrounds, and I got a set of when my hunter was my main, I got a full set of, and for doing that. So, Amberlin, I just saw you there. Hey, how's it going, Chad? Chad is doing well. I'm doing extremely well, and thank you very much for jumping in. And while we've got a few people in here now, I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas and a great New Year. In case I haven't spoken to you since the last stream, if you do it in the last stream or before Christmas. I had a pretty good one. We hung out with my daughter-in-law's dad, who's just moved over from England. But he lived here about 12 years ago, and now he's back again. Doc M, hello, sir, an absolute privilege, and hello, sir, to you, and a privilege to see you in the chat as well, and thank you for jumping in. And I mean, here we go. Here's the question. So what do we do? It's going to be part of the game that we all love and enjoy. So is it just something that we have to accept, that there are people in there that are going to be like this, and that if we want to get into that particular part of the game, we may run across them? I think you have to remember is that I used to get abused by professionals, all right? So I got strips torn off me in the army, by professionals, a bit like what you see on television, you know what I mean? With not so much like the Marines, but, it was pretty close to what the Marines were like. You know what I mean? I've had professionals dress me down, so, some person on WoW isn't really going. I was trying to think of some derogatory name I could come up with them, but I thought I'd better not. Some person on WoW who is yelling at me because I forgot to interrupt that one thing, and, that's no real skin off my back, you know what I mean? Like it's like I've been insulted by professionals, so that's not really going to bother me. And I can understand. I am a pretty chill guy in the first instance, anyway. And I was sort of going. I'm not saying that I'm not saying that I don't get angry when things go wrong, but I mainly direct that at myself because I realise that most of the times when things go wrong, it's my fault. Like in the raids, I've died a few times in the raids, standing and stuff and all that. It's happening very fast, and plus it was your first time through, so you got to expect a couple of deaths. George Bailey, just mute rude people. It's pretty simple. Yeah, I mean that's all it takes. It's not that big a deal, I think. But I can see where Jeff is coming from though. But the thing is, we have to get in there. No, and they're never gonna understand, George. They're never gonna understand how you can't see that their point of view is the right one. You know what I mean? So yeah, you just sort of let it slide like water off a duck's back, and you're like, righto, mate, no worries. I'm still going to not let your thing stop me the enjoyment of my game. And I think that's something we have to remember too, is we are paying for this. We are all subscribers to World of Warcraft. Thanks, Doc. I appreciate that. We are all subscribers to World of Warcraft. We all are paying for this game. You know what I mean? Okay, we may be able to use in-game gold to pay for game time and things like that, but we have all paid and are continuing to pay to play this. So you have to think about it like, we are paying. We want to enjoy what we're going to enjoy, and we can't let idiots spoil it for us. I agree. Like, and one of the other things that we all have to remember too is it is a game, but I can understand. I'm pretty passionate about it as well. I'm 2200 score, 409 eye level, and still get declined. Mythics are overtuned at the moment, so people are being very picky with who they take. I'm sure as the season goes on, it will ease up. Now, Chris, you're right there, but then you have to think about this too. We only ran a Mythic 2, I suppose, compared to other online games I played. WoW plays are pretty nice. Yeah, I haven't really ran into. I've never really played anything else. I played Lord of the Rings and what's the name? Lord of the Rings and oh God, what's the other one? Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah, but I never really never really got into them as much as this. I played Elder Scrolls for a while as well, but nothing like World of Warcraft. No, I haven't committed any time to them at all. Elegant. I enjoy being my mediocre self in game. Yes, I agree completely. I mean, I love I love being able to get a good set of gear and all that sort of stuff. And I am sort of at the moment I am sort of focused on what my eye level is. I suppose we all are, but yes, I don't mind it. I enjoy playing it that way. You know what I mean? It's kind of sort of feel like I'm not going to criticise it. I'm not going to say that it's lost its way doing this sort of stuff. I'm not that kind of person. But I can see why. People take it seriously too, because we're not e-sporters. Some of you may be, but most of us aren't. You know what I mean? Most of us don't play esports. Most of us don't stream this sort of stuff. We want to. Doc M, sir, I'll run an M2 with you guys all day long as everybody's cool. That's cool. Thanks, Doc. I've got to check what my keystone is actually. You know what I mean? Like we're not playing esports. We're not after the big prize. So we're all just sort of playing it for the fun of playing it. And I think that can get lost a little bit in this kind of sort of when you start getting into mythics. And I understand what you're saying, queuing and not getting in, because that was happening to me for a while. But you're always welcome here. So trust me, whenever I'm streaming, we can always run a mythic. That's not an issue, and that's what point I was going to make too. We only ran a mythic 2 last Wednesday, so it wasn't that. Well, what I'm saying is everybody was just pretty basic anyway, and we all just ran it, and it was fine. I think I only died twice, but I appreciate that, Doc. Yeah. So anyway. What is it for you guys? Saturday, isn't it? Yeah, Saturday. So it's turning quite warm here. So I'm assuming you guys it's going to be still pretty cold for you over there. For those of you who are in North America, I guess, with snow, etc., and white Christmases and all that sort of stuff, which we never have here. But yeah. So we can certainly jump on. Where are we? Doink. Hey, Smooks, how you going? Thanks for jumping in, mate. Yes, it's doing well. Well, it's well. I'm with you guys. It's well, and I'm about to play WoW, so I'm a very happy man. Can't get much better than that. Chatting with nice people and also playing World of Warcraft. It's pretty much my best day. I'm on Barthelus. No, so hang on. Hang on. Was I on Barthelus? I think I'm on Barthelus. Yeah, Barthelus. Hang on. Just a minute. I shouldn't swear. Sorry. Beg my pardon. There may be an occasional fuck slip out, I'll just let you know. So just in case you haven't been in before, I am an ex-grunt, so that can sometimes slip out. I can't see chat at the moment. I've completely forgotten what server I'm on, so I'm just quickly checking my server. Kazgaroth, that's it. Yeah, I'm on Kazgaroth. Oceanic Kazgaroth. So you just need to be aware of that. Now, excuse me, we went through this last Wednesday when there were a lot of people from sort of my time zone and around on, and if you're not in when you go to Change Realm, if you're not in one of those tabs, which is like United States, Oceanic, Latin America, and Brazil, for me, you can't be in the same groups or cross realm or anything like that. Australians are forgiven. Forgiven for what? What do you mean forgiven? Forgiven for what? Actually, we've got Australia Day coming up, 26th of January, which is like our 4th of July. We have a day off for that. It's our national day, if you like. It commemorates when the first fleet landed in Botany Bay, when we first became a British colony. But yeah, so... so we can. So I know that if you're not in any of those tabs, if you can't see any of those tabs, you can't. Oh, he means profanity. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. All right, I understand. Swifty Games. I made it, and I'm glad that you're that excited that you made it. Thanks, mate. And howdy to you. Actually, it should be like, howdy, how you going? That's really good that you made it into the stream. Anyway, that's horrible American accent, but anyway, I normally do it better than that. Yes, he means profanity. Yeah, okay, thanks. I appreciate that, Doc M. Yes, we do tend to swear a lot, especially those of us who used to be in the army tend to swear a lot more too. It's we use it as punctuation. But anyway, yes, good to see everybody in. Yeah, time differences and geolocation. Yeah, absolutely. And yes, yeah, but I don't. It's a bit of a thing actually. I'm Canadian anyway, so all good. Oh, you're Canadian, eh? Good to see you, mate. It's my daughter-in-law is married to a Canadian. They're actually over there at the moment on a holiday seeing his family. Sorry, not my daughter-in-law. I'm so sorry. What am I saying? My daughter-in-law is married to my youngest son. My niece-in-law is married to a Canadian guy. It's our national language, yeah. We love all the boys down under. Yeah, that's what I'm about. Now, come on. There's none of that. Nothing wrong with an accent because, we've got... Ours is weird. Ours is weird. Ours is like a mash of everything. Ours is like English, Irish, Scottish, Aboriginal. Everything's sort of mushed in all together, and that's how you end up with this weird thing that we call an Australian accent, or a diphthong, as it's professionally known. The Australian diphthong. That's the sing-song sound. South Park boot. Our language is lazy AF, yes. Yeah, well, so you reckon that yours is? Sorry, ours is. We shorten it. I love the Australian accent on a woman. Okay, well, yeah, my wife plays Second Life, so you can always jump on her. Blame Canada. Blame Canada. Yes, very good. Yeah, poor old Canadians. I was like, what do we do? We're just your northern neighbour. I love the bloody, what's that? The latest movie that Mike Myers did. How he's in Canada and everything's like grainy, and then when he crosses the border into the USA, it goes into HD. Looking for a Sheila. You're looking for a Sheila, are you? That's actually really a derogatory term, a Sheila. It's like it's me and me Sheila were out, at the pub last night. That dumb bitch wouldn't bloody. Anyway, yeah, we don't, yeah. But we don't really call them Sheilas anymore. There's a lot of slang that I grew up with that isn't used a lot anymore. Dunny door in a dust storm, that's always a good one. No, it's a joke. No, I'm only joking, Doc. Don't worry about it. Sheilas, you can still call them Sheilas. It's just that some women see it as a derogatory term. Like it's Mrs. is popular now, Mrs. And I say that a lot. And even that sometimes can be considered derogatory, you know what I mean? What about Bruce? Good evening, Bruce. And is also in charge of the sheep dip. Yeah. Bruce is not so much a thing anymore. Was. I had a couple of mates called Bruce. Bruce was a very masculine name back in the day. Yeah, it was very popular. Sheila is actually a lady's name too. Yes, it is. Actually, can actually be a lady's name as well. But Mrs. is what I use on me and the missus. That's... Dinny is a solid get me. Hey? Anyway, DNNY is a solid get me. You'll have to explain that one. I'm sorry. Remember, I am old. But yeah, so she bangs like a dunny door in a dust storm. That's an old one. You don't hear that anymore, which means she's pretty easy. Dunny. Dunny's old. Yeah, you're right, Doc. Dunny's an older one, but I used that when I was. A toot is a really old one. You might have seen that on Kath and Kim, but toot is an old one. My parents would have used that word. All the standard ones we still say, but you've got to remember that the younger guys are coming up with their own stuff as well. But she's got a face that would, or something like, she's that beautiful, she'd make an archbishop kick in the stained glass window in a church, that kind of stuff, you know what I mean? I wanted to poop. Oh, Dunny, you wanted to... Well, yeah, and we don't say poop. We don't say poop. We say poo, P-O-O, or shit, generally. I'm going to have to tag this one. Face like a drop pie, that's another one. Head like a bucket of smashed crabs, that's another one. And hey, Troy, and thanks for jumping in. What else we got? We got a few. And these are all like ways to say that a person is ugly. You obviously... excuse me. You obviously know about thongs, right? Like you wear thongs at your bum, we wear thongs on our feet. We call them undies. Or a G-banger. A G-banger is always a good one. That's a G-string, G-banger. What else we got? So I grew up with a little bit of rhyming slang. Thongs are footwear. Yes, that's right. I grew up with a little bit of rhyming slang, like we just call them sandals or jandals. Yeah, sandals, yeah. Yeah, yeah. I'll give you a UK one. She's mad as a box of frogs. Yeah, I've heard that one before too, Alicant. I've heard that one around here. There's a couple others. They escape me right now. I'm trying to think. But in my general day to day, I'm shortening everything. Just in my general day to day, Bodlo, Servo, Macca's, all that sort of stuff. Loo. I say the loo as opposed to the toilet. I say I've got to go to the loo. I'll be back in a sec. You know what I mean? I say that. Dumb as a bag of hammers. Good one. Yeah. So in my day-to-day, generally, it's g'day and how you going and all that sort of stuff. That's pretty much how it is. You have to remember, I also live sort of out in a small town. I'm in the country, so it's, hey, g'day, mate, how are you? What you been up to? Oh, nothing much. Oh, no worries, No worries is a big one for us. That's like an answer to everything. And it means like, even in praise, and a lot of people can't understand, no worries, why were you worried in the first place? Well, not really. It's just we're saying everything's fine. It's like, yeah, nah. That exists in Canada as well. Sometimes it's a doornail instead of a hammer. So you know about the yeah, nah thing, right? Is we're that polite here that we don't want to say no outright to you. So we'll say yes, no, okay? So what we're saying there, yeah, nah, and we do use it a bit, I use it a bit. What we're saying to is, yes, I agree with your premise, but no, I'm not going to do it. Yeah, nah, yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's that is a legitimate conversation. And we're basically saying yes, but no, like, hey, mate, you want to go to the pub on Friday night? Oh, yeah, no, I can't. Mrs. has got me. We're going to go. She wants to go to dinner, Yeah, nah. Or someone's talking about something that you're not really agreeing with. You're like, yeah, nah, mate, I'm not really into that, hey. It's like, so you you don't want to just flat out say no to them. And I think one of the things that, yeah, I agree with that, Swifty. Yeah. I definitely agree with that. It is very similar. One of the things I think that people find when they come here, and I have been sort of told this before, and I've seen it on YouTube and stuff like that, is that we're much more polite than people believe when they first get here. And I think it's just like we tend to have, especially here, especially when you get out in the country, you have the time to. Not so much in the bigger cities, Sydney, Brisbane, Melbourne, that sort of stuff. Still a little bit, but like you're basically going to say, "G'day, how you going?" to everybody, right? So you're walking up to get a coffee, say, yeah, g'day, mate, how you going? Yeah, large latte, full cream milk, 1 sugar, please. And that's just the way it rolls off the tongue. And then you'll make a comment about something like, geez, you're busy in here today, mate. What's going on? Anybody would think it was the weekend, like if it's a Saturday or something like that, you throw in a bit of sarcasm or something. And yeah, no means so much. This is the best explanation of Aussie terminology. Thanks, mate. G'day, Cobber. Cobber's an older one. We don't use that so much anymore, Troy. But Cobber's an old country one. It's like, g'day, mate. Here you going. But yeah, so we always tend to talk like that. Like even going, you're getting fuel. You know what I mean? And there you just heard another. Did you hear that? Going. So the craziest thing is people treat it as a negative. Here, if we're driving in the country, just wave to every passerby. If you don't, then yeah, correct, yeah. We do the 2 fingers, off the steering wheel. So we did it like that, or I lift my whole hand up sometimes. But I am older. Lol, Troy. Fair enough, mate. We might sound rough to outsiders, but it's mostly good intentions. That's 100% correct. We tend to we shorten everything. We mispronounce a lot of stuff. Mate, for real, I've been through Alice and nobody talks more. We mispronounce a lot of words that you would pronounce differently and stuff like that. And I know you guys pronounce it as it's spelt, and you spell it as it's pronounced, like typical as colour. We put a U in there. So I know you guys don't have a U in colour. It's COLOR for you guys, but for us it's COLOUR, colour. And anyway, but yeah, so, and that's kind of sort of, people are like, wow, everybody's so polite over here, but it's just kind of sort of how we roll, you know what I mean? It's not like we're trying to be, it's just, we spend that extra couple of seconds to just say g'day and thanks and please and how are you and all that sort of stuff. And I'm not saying everybody does it, but 95% of the people would. Alice Springs bucket list. Yeah, I was there in the 80s when we went up there could you believe it, Jeff? We went there on a school excursion to see Ayers Rock from Sydney. they all piled us in a coach and we went up through, I couldn't even tell you where we went or how we got there. But the 2 finger salute. I got to take my doggo out, JR, but I'm glad I caught another stream. Hopefully still rocking when I'm back. Yeah, no worries, Swifty. So I'm going to play. We'll jump on WoW. So, I'll be around for an hour and a half, 2 hours, something like that. But yeah, so you live out in the country, mate. You have a big yard. You don't have to walk your dog. She can run around outside. But Yeah, no worries. Alice Springs is dry. Can you believe it? Yeah, that'd be right. Oh, what you mean? Dry as in no alcohol dry, or dry as in it's not raining? If you mean it's dry, wow. Okay. I didn't know that. If that's what you mean. But if it's dry because it's not raining, yeah. But yeah, so like it's weird. It's weird. It really is weird. And we take that wherever we go, sort of thing. Now, I'm not saying that there aren't 15 people. Yeah, it is 70% desert, yeah. Dry as in sand in your butt. Gotcha. Yes, it is very dry. Yes, 100%. Sorry, I thought you meant... See, some areas in the Northern Territory are actually dry. Aboriginal settlements and things like that are actually dry areas. Yeah, sorry. So we'll also have to try if it's a dry settlement or it's a dry what's the word I'm looking for? If it's a dry area, there's no alcohol allowed. Yeah, you're not allowed to bring it in. You're not allowed to drink it either. But yeah, and we sort of take that anywhere. Now, I'm not saying that I always used to be like this when I was in Sydney as well, and there's 10 people behind you that are getting the shits because, they just want to pay for their fuel and go. But when they get to the counter, they say, "G'day, pump number 7, please." You know what I mean? It's all that kind of stuff. It's just sort of how it rolls, you know what I mean? But yeah, you have to remember is we're a weird place. We are, they're a weird mob is an old Australian movie, like shouting and stuff like that. The weird thing, like a shout is where, specifically more so for alcohol, like you're in a pub and there's 4 of you, first one buys, second one buys, third one buys, fourth one buys. And then you'll go, whose shout is it? And oh, it's yours. Oh, right, and then no worries, That means like, I've seen a lot of those zones. I was always curious. Yeah, that's no alcohol at all. Not allowed to. It's illegal to bring it in, and it's illegal to sell it or drink it or buy it. Yeah. It's to help the indigenous population mainly. Because they can have some rather nasty, problems with alcohol and stuff like that. And so they make them dry communities. That's what I'm looking for, dry communities. And it's just to help them out, which is fair enough. But yeah, that is something that's mandated by their elders, not by us, not by the white person on them. They make it a dry area, yeah. And even so, in places in the Northern Territory, like even if you drive into a town that is, oh yeah, I know, yeah, it's pretty crazy. That's Australia in a nutshell, mate. You know what I mean? Like literally, even me driving from Sydney to Brisbane, that'll take me 10, 12 hours. I generally overnight because I live inland. I go down a highway called the New England Highway when I'm going down to Sydney, because we went down to Sydney just before Christmas. We generally overnight somewhere. When I was younger, I used to be able to do it one hit, but I can't do it one hit anymore. And then Melbourne's another 10 hours. So, it is, and there isn't a lot in between. There's like you'll drive for maybe 2 hours and you might hit a small town like that. It's a bit weird. We have dry counties in the US. I didn't know that. They feel like completely different countries, I could imagine. They live in nowhere. But yeah, so yeah, and as I was saying, so we are this weird mishmash of people here in our country. You know what I mean? We do weird things like, if we're one of 9 countries in the world that it's compulsory to vote. You know what I mean? And if you don't vote, you get fined. We're probably the largest country that's got compulsory voting, I think. But I'm pretty sure there's only about 9 in the world that do it. And some of them aren't that cool, some of them are like dictatorships and stuff. But no, here it's compulsory to vote. It's all that weird stuff that you guys don't understand. But it's compulsory to vote. You got to register as soon as you turn 18. And if you don't go, and it's not that you have to vote, you have to go to get your name marked off. So you have to get your name marked off a big list, basically. You don't actually then have to go and vote, but while you're there, you might as well. But yeah, so, and because of that, because it is compulsory to vote here, and I know there was some interesting stuff going on about the last election with you guys. Yeah, donkey vote. Yeah, that's a donkey. That's exactly what Smooks is exactly right. That's what we call a donkey vote, where you just go and get your name marked off and you don't do anything, or you draw faces on the ballot paper or something like that and put it in the box. That's a donkey vote. Yeah, that's what my oldest son does. He just goes and gets his name marked off. And I'm like, why don't you vote while you're there? And he's like, and we are very apathetic about our political system and stuff like that. Like, I couldn't tell you who my local member is there. You only go there for the free snack. Yeah. Yeah, or the jams, or the bloody, especially if you go to a school, they got little crafts things out and stuff like that. They have little crafts things that were like jams and biscuits and stuff and cakes and, all that sort of stuff that the parents and kids have made. But having said that, we are compulsory. Yes, voting is compulsory. You do get fined if you don't vote, but it's like $55. Jam scones and all that sort of stuff. Yep, absolutely. It's only $55. It's not a bigger deal, but it is a fine. It is illegal to not vote. You will get fined. But what am I trying to say? Hang on, I lost my point. I lost my train of thought there for a second. I'll get it back. Just give me a sec. A little bit of hold music. Now I can't think of anything else but the hold music. What was the point I was going to make? Anyway, doesn't matter. But and that seems weird to other people. But we have to vote. It's good because everybody feels like they've got a voice and all that sort of stuff. Oh, that's what I was going to say. So because it is compulsory for us to vote and there is a fine if you don't vote, it is very easy for us to vote. Polling places are open there's early voting, there's postal voting, there's bloody voting from hospital. The polling places are open like a week before the actual election day in some areas, not all of them. And then the actual day that you vote is always a Saturday or a Sunday. Generally it's a Sunday because most people have a Sunday off. But so they're at everywhere, schools, bloody town halls, council chambers, bloody everywhere. Every school is basically a polling place on election day. And do I live in the middle of nowhere? Not really, I don't. I say I do, and I'm being a bit facetious there a little bit. I don't really live in the middle of nowhere. I'm 2 hours west of Brisbane, the capital. PCYCs, yeah, everything, Troy, exactly right. You can pretty much vote everywhere, right? So it's very, very easy. And I know that was a bit of an issue in the last election in America. People were saying that they made it quite difficult to actually vote. Doc M, no, I say I do, but it's actually, I'm not. My town maybe has 150 people in it. Its population is supposed to be 300, but it's got what we would call a transient population. So what I mean by that is there are a lot of people here that own blocks of land and have shed houses on them and stuff like that. Like a shed house is where, if you can imagine, not an American barn like you guys would be used to, but like a colorbond, so an iron shed basically. We had an explosion of mail-in voting last election. Yeah, and we can do that. We call it postal voting here. So they're shed houses. So basically they live in Brisbane. Let's say they live in the capital, okay, which is about 2 hours away. So they live in the capital of Queensland, which is Brisbane, and they want to get out of the city, so they come to places like where I live, the little town where I live, and they buy a block of land up here because it's much cheaper than buying a block of land in the city. And in here, you can, within 2 years, you have to build. I have a huge interest in the Northern Highway. Okay, well, I'm off the Northern Highway. I'm actually on a Western Highway, but it connects to the New England. So basically what a lot of people do is they're town people, so they live in the capital, but they buy a block of land and they put like a little shed house on it. Think like a cabin, right? Like a cabin in the woods, except we don't have any trees around here. This is all old paddocks, right? We've got a pub here that was built in about 1803, I think. So it's quite an old town, the one I'm in. So the population is supposed to be 300, but in reality, there's probably about 150 to maybe 200, if you're lucky, people that actually live here all the time. Now, so I'm half an hour away from the next major town. All right, so I am sort of in the middle of nowhere. Well, a different one, but basically a northern line through the outback. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. So I'm off the what am I off? I'm on the Cunningham Highway, which is the one that heads west. So there's two main highways west out of Brisbane. One's the Warrego Highway, which sends you to Toowoomba, and one's the Cunningham Highway, which goes to Warwick. And I'm on the Cunningham Highway, and I'm about half an hour away from Warwick, which is the main town. Murray Road. No, I don't know where Murray Road is. But so I'm sort of in the middle of nowhere. So what I mean by that is I would be half an hour either way to a decent town. I'm guessing what? Murray Road? No, it's the Cunningham Highway is the highway I'm off, but it links to the New England Highway. No, but there is a tiny little town and I live in it. But anyway, I'm not going to give you the name of the town, and I'm not going to give you the name of my street or anything like that. Not that I think that you're weirdos, but I'm just not doing that. I'm just not putting it out there. Like, I accidentally put my full name on the last stream, so I'm like, whatever. It doesn't really matter. But yeah, and I live in a little town about half an hour away. So Warwick is a town of about 15,000. So, you know, for us, that's a mid-sized town sort of thing. And I'm about an hour south of Toowoomba, which would be my closest. Well, Ipswich is about the same distance. So I'm sort of an hour to Ipswich and an hour to Toowoomba. So I'm kind of sort of in the middle of nowhere. There's nothing in between me and the next town. And yeah, Troy. Okay, so you're worse than I am, mate. Yeah, exactly. So that's kind of sort of where it is. So I'm half an hour to one town and half an hour to another. So where I live, there are no shops. We only have a pub, and that's it. And the pub's only open from Wednesday to Sunday. And unfortunately, because they've got a liquor license, they're not allowed to sell like milk and bread and stuff like that. So there's nowhere where I can buy milk or bread or anything. So you have to basically get in a car and drive for half an hour to go to the shops. You got to get a Coles or Woolies or something like that. But yeah, so yeah, it is a bit weird. There are a lot of places like that. Now you have to. This is where I am is quite central to places, so it's very popular with people that want to live here. It's very popular with people that don't want to live in the city permanent, like all the time. They want to have somewhere to go to on the weekends to escape to. Like escape to the bush is an old saying in Australia, you know what I mean? I lived my whole life in Bangkok. Oh my God. Wow, that'd be crazy. I don't know, how could you even drive over there? I've been to Thailand a couple of times. And yeah, wow, that's insane. Mate of mine's just about to, he's just going through all his visa stuff for Cambodia. He's going to live in Phnom Penh. You'd love to come for a sleepover, Doc. You'd be on a stretcher, mate. That's all I got. So I'm only in a little house. Yeah, Bangkok. That would be crazy. I don't know how you'd manage. But yeah. So an hour. That's fair bit, Christopher. And thank you for jumping in. Yeah, it's a bit weird. And there are quite a lot of places like this. You'll drive through and you're just like, where the hell's this place? I sleep in the sand. So I've done that before. It's not a lot of fun. Yes, I used to sleep in the desert. I slept in the desert for a few months. It wasn't a lot of fun. Yeah, bloody. There are a lot of places like that. You know, now there are trade-offs. You know, it's a beautiful little town and the views are spectacular because I live in the mountains. I'm going to show you a picture. Okay, my BRB and my stream starting soon are the same image, and that's taken from my front porch. So that's taken from my front door, basically. That's taken from my front door. So if I go out my front door and I look that way, I'm looking directly west. So my house runs east-west. You know what I mean? But I'm in the mountains. I live in the mountains. So basically I'm about 700 meters above sea level. So 25 minutes away from me is a cliff, cliff edge, basically. It's called Cunningham's Gap. So yeah, that's as far as I'm going. I'm not going to tell you any further because then you already should know the town I live in if you don't. But anyway, we all need to meet at that pub. Yeah, it's a nice little old pub, actually. It's just got new owners, actually, to be honest, Jeff. It was funny that previous owners are millionaires who own like 7 pubs. And on the weekends, they'd come out he'd wear a battered old cowboy hat. You know what I mean? Like an old Cobra and old country clothes, playing up like he's a local, and he's not. He lives on the Gold Coast in a multi-million mansion and all this bullshit. But anyway, but yeah, it's a nice little hotel. But new owners have taken it over who actually live in the country, and they're doing it up. They're doing it up. The last owners really catered to the weekend crowd. We get a lot of people up here on the weekends because it's a caravan park as well. Not a caravan park, it's a pub where you can park your caravan out the back. I'll sleep outside just to see that sunrise. That's sunset, actually, Doc M. That's sunset, mate. That's the west. So that's sunset. Yeah. But I am in sort of the valley in between two. I actually live in the foothills of the Great Dividing Range. But anyway, like I'm in the foothills. I'm in a high point in the town. But yeah. So yeah, but why, I don't know. I just couldn't. I really didn't want to live in cities anymore. I wanted to have a quieter lifestyle, and it's cheap. And another thing, it's cheap. Not all of it, not all of it, but I'm only on half an acre, so I have 2,023 square meters. I'm going to keep it at that just to confuse all you Americans, but I'm on half an acre. So we've got people building behind us. They're really nice, but I've got vacant blocks either side of me, and then there's a house on either side. So I've got 2 half-acre vacant blocks either side of me. But they'll eventually be built on, in years to come. But that's what a lot of people do up here. They buy a block and then just leave it and don't do anything, and they're waiting for their retirement or anything like that. Lance, I grew up on 60 acres, nice. Before I bought this place, I had 3 acres, but that was too much. I'm sort of got too many injuries. Lost me at meters, yeah, I'll bet. Yeah, lost you at meters, yeah, of course. The decimal system, get on it. It's much easier. What the hell is 3/4 of a mile? 1/3 of a mile. In 1/3 of a mile, turn right. I'm like, what the hell's 1/3 of a mile? I have to do fractions. I have to do fractions to work this out. It's like ours is 250 meters. Is 1/4 of a kilometer. Anyway, but yeah. So we won't get into that. It'll just confuse us all too much. But yes, definitely. Yeah. Anyway, so that's me. That's who I am. I'm an ex-soldier who now lives in the country. And I do love it. But and I'm sure, those of you who do live in smaller places and stuff like that, you understand there is a bit of a trade-off. And my trade-off is I've got to drive half an hour to get anything, like any kind of food and medical stuff, all that sort of stuff, pills and all that. But thankfully, the half an hour town is a large one. And Warwick is a pretty large town because it sits on the New England Highway. So it's sort of if you're coming up the New England Highway, it's the biggest town you hit. It's the first biggest town you hit after you cross the border. We're about an hour north of the border between Queensland and New South Wales. And, it's a beautiful little place. And Warwick's a lovely little town. Well, it's a lovely town. It's not really a little town. It's 15,000. But it's got everything you need. And then if you can't get it there, you just got to drive an hour to Toowoomba. And Toowoomba's got everything. If you can't get it there, you've got Ipswich, which is an hour away. And Ipswich is really just becoming just another suburb of Brisbane now. But, yeah. Okay. So I'm just checking, making sure everything's still cool. Yes. So what are we going to do? Should we jump on to play some WoW or what? Or do you want to keep talking about me? Because I'm so interesting. Windswept and interesting, as Billy Connolly used to say. Troy Mason, having to order anything you want because you can't go to the shop and wait a week or 2 to receive it. Yeah. Yeah, I'm the same. That is another thing too. And we only get the post like every 3 days. Every 2, sometimes 2 days, but mostly 2 to 3 days. Like every 3rd day, our postie drives a car. So our postman comes out in his car. You know what I mean? That's kind of sort of gives you an idea. But yeah, and we'll get like, whatever has built up over that period. So generally every like 3rd day, we'll get mail. So yeah, anything I need, like I'm generally ordering it. Oh, Josh, thank you so much. What key do you run? Favorite DF dungeon? Wow. Okay. Well, hang on. I've got a key. I think mine's a Mythic. I don't really care what dungeon we run. Mythic otherwise. And thank you for that, Josh. I really appreciate it, mate. That's cool. Because that's like, that's $6 for me or something. That's awesome. My favorite Dragonflight dungeon. Well, I've been doing a little bit of LFG dungeons. Hang on. What one is it? Hang on. Just let me look it up. I'm not sure of the name. That's why I'm... There's one. It's a bit frustrating, but... Not the hang on, season 1. Here we go. Shrifty Games back. Playing tonight, JR. Yeah, definitely. I want to get on soon because I've been talking for nearly an hour, and that's bloody long enough. Jesus. Where are we? Actually, the Vault of the Incarnates. I've done the 2 raids. Oh, the Nokud Offensive. The one I did the video on. I like that one. But I haven't done... Ruby Life Pools isn't bad. I just don't like the top of it. The top of Ruby Life Pools, you got to run around the circle and get all those guys and then get that guy. And then you got to go down and get the guy in the dungeon. And the dragon. But, Yeah, so what key you want to run? Favourite DF dungeon? So the Nakud offensive would be my favourite one. That's the one where you got to fly and stuff. Hey, yeah, it is. Yeah. That's the one where you got to fly on your dragon and that. I like that. The only thing I don't like is what happens at the end when you get, the lightning bolt comes down and knocks you off your dragon. You know what I mean? And you just got to, if you don't do it properly, or you don't all end up the same, you're all spread out all over the place. And as you saw, if you saw my last video, my last long form video, so we might, I thought we could get into it, so we might play if you feel like playing. Or you can just watch or whatever. I'm just getting to that now. Just make sure all my they should be all my what's the names are up to date. Curse Forge, all my add-ons. I can't see chat at the moment, so just give me a second. Actually, yes, I can. It's over there on my lappy. There's another shortened thing, a lappy, a laptop. Why do we shorten? I don't know why we shorten it. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Yeah, that's all right. It happens. The frost part in Ruby as merely as fun. Do you know if your server meshes with Illidan? I'd love to join a run. I think so. I don't understand. I don't see why not. As long as you're in those tabs, North America, Oceanic, Latin America, and Brazil. I think we're right. You can cross realm and all that sort of stuff. I think we've done it before. But yeah, you have to be in one of those tabs. Yeah, I can't see why it shouldn't. Yeah, it should, Josh. As Josh is correct. Yeah, as long as you're in the those tabs. As long as you can see those tabs, you pretty much can cross. What's her name? Cross realm. Just move you guys over there. I might actually pop chat out, make it a bit bigger. I'm going to try loading in now. I'll be on my warrior Gigaswift. Gigaswift, that's a cool name. No worries. All right, hang on. So, what one did we run last time? No, not Caverns of Time. I was going to say Ziv. I'm going to turn that down. What Mythic did we run last Wednesday? I'll jump in your Discord if you need me, friend. All right, Josh, no worries. So what we can do, if you like, hang on. There's a Mythic group there, so if you want to jump in that, we can jump in that. I'm just got to bring chat back up so I can see chat. JR has a Discord. Yes, JR has a Discord. I'll get you the link. Hang on. It's a very chill Discord. Not a lot happens in there. Don't get too excited, but yeah, it's there for when we want to play or bloody or we're hanging out. It's I've been told it's extremely wholesome. OBS. That's my Discord. Please feel free. You did a Mythic plus Ruby Life Pools. That was it. Quarter stars. Thanks, Mooks. That was it. Ruby Life Pools and quarter stars. I just wanted to help you do a run since your first video asking for help. Yes, no worries. No, please. I'll just see what my keystone is. I'm still pretty like I've been. There's another frustrating thing too. Is I'm still following Heckley, but my DPS still isn't up there. I just don't know if I'm not fast enough or what's going on. Am I not? I'm trying to follow it like I'm supposed to. I know that's just a priority helper. Oh, hang on. I better bring the game over, eh? Hang on. Sorry, guys. Bloody hell. And, of course, I need to fix it. God, bloody what's the name can be frustrating sometimes. OBS. There we go. All right. Mash the buttons hard. Exactly. Mash the keypad with your hand. Now I'm going to click in here to bring my sound back. There we go. Okay, right. We should be right. Okay, what's my keystone? I've got Temple of the Jade Serpent, Mythic level 4. Jade Serpent, guide you. So we might do that, eh? Duration 3 days. There we go. It's level 4, though. You guys are all massive. What's my eye level? 360. There you go. I'm 360. So, and of course, I've transmorged it. But, yeah, I picked this as mostly all. think some of this is raid gear, actually.
Transmog equals more DPS.
Oh, correct. 100%. Hang on a sec. I'm just gonna bring you up a little bit. Sorry. Bear with me a second. Just gonna bring you up a little bit. That's better. That's better. And V Nasty, I'll bring you up a little bit too. Okay, cool. All right. So what we're gonna do? So it's Temple of the Jade Serpent. So I'll just jump down into again. Oops, get down into Valdraken. Move my keyboard across, all that professional stuff. This is so cool, this dragon riding, man.
Have you gone back to any of the older zones and had to use a old flying mount?
It feels so nice.
Yeah, I was going to I was going to create a guild, but I'm doing a community at the moment. Oh, hang on, talking about communities. Invite me. Gotcha. I haven't set the group yet. Oh, you mean into the yeah? So jump into the you can jump into the Discord if you want. Oh, God, getting confused. Hang on. Jump into the Discord if you want, Jeff. Go for it. Sorry, not the Discord. You know what I mean. Jump into the Discord group. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that'll give us 5. Shut up, dragon next to me. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I went back to Stormwind because I was going to create a guild, and then I realised I could create a community. So I created that instead. I was going to create a separate guild. I was actually thinking about changing the name of this one as well. And yeah, so I went back to Stormwind to go to the Guildmaster there, and then I changed my mind. Yeah, but so I had to use my flying mount. I'm like, oh, you can't use your dragons when you're not in the Dragon Isles? That's just not fair. I had to use my Swift Purple Griffin, you know. It's like, which was fine. Which was my favourite mount up until this expansion, obviously. Okay, righto. So where are we? All right. So what are we going to do? How are we going to do this? We will do. What are we looking for? Dungeons, eh? Yeah. I'll just call it Somvet +4. You guys know what you're doing.
JR, can I get an invite?
Yeah, mate. Hang on.
Sweet.
What's your character name?
It's Swifty and Giga over here. It's Giga
Oh,
Swift,
righto.
capital G.
Okay, no worries.
GIGASHWIFT.
Hang on. Yeah, darling. Yeah. No, into Discord or no? They're asking into the game. Yeah, I know. Yes. Okay. Yes. Right. Okay. Okay. Hang on. Right. Okay. Just give me a second. Then my wife's talking to me through the door. You guys are talking to me. She's telling me that you want invites. She's all over it. Eh? She's like, they're asking for invites. Hurry up. For God's sake, what are you doing?
I wasn't sure what to do. I didn't want to interfere because I know you're streaming too, right? So.
No, yeah, cool. Whatever. Who cares? Whatever. It's all good.
Hell yeah.
So my wife, don't worry. My wife will just bust in whenever she wants. She's the boss, man. She's the boss. She's the boss. It's actually our 25th wedding anniversary next month.
Oh, happy anniversary.
Okay. Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, next month. Okay, so I haven't listed the group yet. So what I'll do is, what was it? So I've got to. Okay, here we go. Righto, there. Here we go. Okay. So what I'll do, I will add a friend. So it's GIGASWIFT. Is that right? The capital G.
SHWIFT.
SHWWIFT.
I'm not watching the stream anymore because it was colliding with audio, so I couldn't watch and play at the same time.
No, that's cool. That's cool, mate. No worries. That's fine. You should be getting an invite from me if I spelt it right.
I didn't get anything, but
All right.
I can't imagine you could
Oh,
misspell
hang
that.
on.
Somebody
Yeah,
would
no.
have the name.
Yeah, GIGA SW. What do you say?
SHWIFT.
IFT.
Yeah.
Yeah. Giga Swift. Yeah. Add friend.
Oh, you know what? My friends list actually isn't working right now. I just looked at it. It's totally blank. So let
Oh.
me relog.
Okay. I just quickly looking at Discord. Hang on, I've got to bring OBS back to the front now so I can see chat as well. For God's sake. Right, okay. What am I doing? Your guild name is great, JR. Let's get it rolling. Okay, no worries. Well, please feel free to join the guild as well, which is Get Rich or Die Trying. But it was created by my eldest son, so he's still in there, even though he wasn't there for a while.
I'm gonna have to relog,
All right.
JR. I don't know what's going on here, but my stuff's not working.
All right, man. No, all good. No worries. No worries.
Hey, mate,
Yes.
I actually
So,
got you today.
hey, Jack. Yeah, good to see you. Yeah, mate. Thanks. Yeah. So I'm doing like weekend Monday, and then I'll do a Wednesday night one. You know, because I'm so bloody popular.
Yeah.
Sort of Wednesday night more for us, and then like I thought if I do it like 3 times a week, and then I can still do other videos as well. And I'm still allowed to then have a life, whatever. I really enjoy this sort of stuff, so.
You gotta have a life as well, otherwise the wife will be upset. You don't want that for the
Oh,
anniversary.
No, she'll stab me. Yeah. She'll stab me, 100%. She's Maltese, mate. She'll stab me. Trust me. She'll stab me. I'm only kidding. She wouldn't really stab me. But, yeah. I say that all the time. I don't upset my wife because she's good with knives.
Okay, I've got my friends list working now, but I don't have your invite. I'll just try to add you.
Okay, mate. Gilead, Gillad. Gillliad, sorry. Jeff, are you in voice?
Player not found. Maybe we can't play together.
Uh-oh.
It would depend on
If
the
you-
server. The easiest way is to just list the group and see if they can join
All
the
right.
group, and then they
Okay,
add
so
a
I'll-
friend
I'll-
once in the party.
Okay, no worries. I'll list the group now.
Okay.
So it's SOMVET, capital SOM, capital VET. So Jeff and me should already be in there. Yep.
I don't think I can join.
VNAS Venstaden?
That's me.
Is that you? Okay, man. Look at your eye level, 403, smarty pants.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
You're in. Is that you, Gigaswift? There you
Yeah,
go. You're
that's
in.
me.
Yep.
Woo,
Oh,
I'm excited.
now we just need it. Now we just need a healer. That's all.
All right, forgive me if I'm a little lacking. I main PvP, so my PvE gear is lacking, but it should be. Nice.
Dude, this is my group. That's fine. Considering that I'm probably going to be the one that's the most lacking, that's fine.
Do me a favor, JR. Just hit Wake of Ashes a little more often on the start of an AoE.
Yeah, and wings too, and wings.
Yeah. Oh, you're doing better
Yes.
on the wings. Missing the wings.
Yeah, I've been practicing. And we just need a healer.
Let's go. All right, I'll try to tone myself down here.
No, you're right. I actually, yeah, I had to turn you up a bit. So I can't see Discord. So, but I can see chat in the stream. But I know you're not doing that. Hang on, go back to that. Yeah, I know. Ratbag. Hang on. Where are we? Okay, we should be back. Righto. Tank is damage. Okay. So we just need a healer. Is there anyone out there that can heal? Jade Forest. Pink Floyd song, Is There Anybody Out There? Yeah, I know. Is there anybody out there? Yeah, so we've got a tank. We need a healer. Doc, if you could heal, that would be good, Doc, if you could heal. So if Doc was a healer, that would be really good. I'm wondering if anybody's actually getting what I'm saying there. Doc, if you could heal. Oh, Rindle, is that you? Yeah, okay, thanks. Ryndl. Rindle? Because we've got a healer. Is that one of us? If it is, I'll take it. We've got time.
What are we running? I'm on war mode. I don't know if I can help summon, but I'll head there.
Jade Forest. Jade Serpent. Temple of the Jade Serpent. That's what my key is. Yeah. Yes, Temple of the Jade Serpent. Jade Serpent, guide you. Is this one of us? Ryndel. I'll just drop that down so I can add you guys as friends. I've already got you as a friend. Add friend. Doink. Send request. I'm sending you a request now, Giga Shift. Add friend and add friend. There we go. Okay, cool. Oh, it is I. It is Doc M. Is the healer. Of course. My bad. I'm sorry. You're now in.
I got it.
Okay, awesome. Right. Group has been the maximum. Let's go. Been a while since I ran Temple of the Jade Serpent. Bloody hell. Oh. Hydration.
Stay hydrated, folks.
Absolutely. Hydrate or die. That's camelbacks. That's the thing for camelbacks. We used to use them in the army. Hydrate or die.
Well, it's plenty logical.
Yeah. Where is everybody?
I'm inside the dungeon.
Okay, no worries.
Doesn't look like anybody else is war mode. Yeah, nobody else is war mode. I can't help summon, unfortunately.
No, that's cool.
I like my PvP.
Where the hell is that? Jade Serpent, mate. Temple of the Jade Serpent. Just if you hit M, it's there. We land over here though. So we got to go down to here.
I can come outside to like show people, but I might get attacked.
No, you're right, dude. You're right. It's all good. There's the entrance.
Oh yeah, there's a couple of you out here. Oh yeah.
Yeah. We're all right. We're all good. Hello. Vinstaden. Well, I'm trying. Give me a break.
It was just like the first half of my nickname with Paladin at the end. Just
Vinastidin. Okay, thanks.
I thought it was funny. I don't know.
No. See, that's another Aussie thing too. So sometimes we pronounce things incorrectly. Who are we summoning? Old man. There he's there.
Oh, yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. Who's next?
Just the healer.
Ryndel, yeah. The healer.
Good, mate.
All right, cool.
It's good to make sure this room. I'll be watching.
All right, cool. Hang on. I just realised, chat, Doc M, not me, don't flame me. Hang on. Yeah, I haven't played this for a while. What is this thing here? This is cool. Horde of Draconic Delicacies. Hang on, I'm a soldier, I gotta return that. Actually, when I was in training, when I first joined, when I was in basic training, we were getting our rooms inspected by an officer, and where I was in the room, I was the one that was supposed to salute. And we salute like that, right, with a flat hand. And I saluted him as he came in the door, and he forgot to return it. So, like, I was standing there for like 10 minutes like that. Because you're not allowed to drop your salute unless they actually return it. Well, you know, sort of, but yeah. But yeah, and he came around and he went, oh, I'm so sorry. You know, I'm like, yeah, nice. Anyway. All right, are we ready? I'll throw the thingamabob in.
I think the healer's phasing in.
All right, yep. Oh, yeah, yep, there's only 4 of us, hey?
It's pretty
Yeah,
straightforward,
so-
Rindo. Well, I gotta remember there's been some changes since it turned into a Mythic Plus.
Yeah, they'll be different, like with the, what's the names in that? Okay. Everybody ready? Here we go. What do we got? Extra damage and extra health. 17% more damage, 17% more health. Awesome. That's fine. Oh shit. Come on, come on. Alright. Man, yeah, I can just remember this. Oh, yeah, this guy. The waters. This guy does that swirly thing, eh?
Yeah, you'll wanna, if you get targeted, you're gonna wanna drop out to one of the outer rings, like that one that
Yeah.
the hunter has right now, and drop the whatever that tool is called. And we're gonna have to run around the circle to dodge that.
Yep. Fuck. Oh, for fuck's sake. Dead. Again, of course. I'm the first one to die. Oh, no. No, the healer's dead. Okay, that might actually be a wipe. Never mind. It's all good. So, Doc M, I'm just confirming. Is that you or is that not you? Can you just confirm that for me? Are you Rundell? Because if it's not you, I do apologise because I thought that was you. That's why I added you. Go tank.
I might as well wipe. It's gonna take me forever unless you want me to try.
Yeah, I know. Never mind. We just call it a wipe. That's fine. We're all good. Western wisdom. Game over. Yes, it is. Absolutely 100%. Thanks for jumping in, mate. I appreciate it. By the way, if you've never been in here before, this is how we play. This is we're just cruising. It's all fine. It's not a drama. These guys are very patient with me, so
it's honestly probably the worst boss in here is the first one.
Yeah. I thought we were doing the right thing. You've got to run around and I thought I was doing the right thing, but I think I was in the wrong ring. I think you got to be in that outer ring, I guess. I don't know. Try to stack inner circle. Righto, cool. So I'm not sure if Rindle is in our group. It might have just been a random. I do apologise about that if that's the case. I thought it was Doc M, but then Doc M has said it's not me, it's an imposter, and I'm like, are you just joking or? Two tips: don't rush to move with the water spurt, and try to place the pools near the back door. Okay, mate, we will try that. Okay, so we've got to stay away from this dude, right? And that's half killing me, so... Oh yeah, stay out of the pool. Which I just ran into like an idiot. Oh, no, fuck's sake. Ouch. Damn. We'll try this again, shall we? If you try to rush movement, you will make mistakes and get knocked in the air. Yes, we see that, Weston. Thank you. Thank you for that tip. And I do apologise, everybody. 10 deaths. Awesome. Yes. This is what I was looking forward to. Okay, so we will try that again, ladies and gentlemen. This is just purely of the realm of, this is the first time that a lot of us have done this as a mythic, and shit happens, so that's what you get. You don't need to be stood in the water to hit him, you can hit him in the platform. Okay, we'll give it a go. Let's try this one again. We've got to watch out. I don't want to end up without a weapon again. That was funny, that one.
I have that happen to me far too often.
Yeah, I know. That was it. Yeah, it was. I was like, what? I didn't know what was going on. And you can see the water start to bubble before it knocks you in the air. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, cool. Oh, you're right, eh? I missed that interrupt, sorry, my bad. Oh, I'm targeted, so I've got to run to the back now, don't I? Shit.
Sorry, I thought you could lost it with the ledge. I guess not.
That's cool, man. That's cool. Hey, that was my interrupt. Yay. Oh, shit. Run, 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 run.
If it comes down to it, you can bubble through it.
Oh, fuck. I should have stopped. I should have stopped. Bloody hell. Well, we got him down further than we did last time. 28. 27. Bloody fish head wanker. Do I use Wick or no, I don't. I probably should. Cameron, and thanks for jumping in, mate. No, I don't use weak auras. A lot of people have said that I probably should. I'm using Heckley to help me with my priority, my rotations. To fix the ledge thing, everybody's trying to... We're just doing what we can do. We're just doing the best we can, so... And I can see if this one, it looks like if you're standing on any of these, it doesn't affect you until he starts to do that thing out of his mouth. They help a lot. There is one for this boss that shows when you can move over the water. Okay. Get him now. 8, 7, 6, 5. Oh, and of course... 3, 2, 1.
Is this
We
like
got
a
him, we got
classic
him, we got him.
dungeon? It's better to release it damage.
Nice.
Yeah, if you release it, just puts you back the other way we gotta go.
Okay, cool. Can't release until the RP ends. There we go.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Nice, we got him. Well done. I had a huge input in that because for 95% of the time I was dead. When he starts to spin, you can move pretty slowly. It's the combination of getting knocked in the air that causes you to get hit by the beam. Yes, true. Whoop.
My sacred library has become possessed by the Shah.
By the Shah. Oh shit, I missed that.
See how they pour from every letter of these sacred scrolls, corrupting them, defiling them.
Ah shit, I hit the wrong button again. Oops, really stuff. Okay. Zoom in a little bit too there.
I beseech you, kind strangers, cleanse this place of their foul presence. They are
I'm trying. Shut up about it. Whoop, 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 whoop. Slow down.
You must destroy the source of the corruption. Quickly, before our cherished history is erased forever.
Alright, this boss, we're gonna want to swap which one we attack
It is not yet
every
over.
6
From what I
stacks.
see, we face the trial
Righto.
of the young goal.
You just give us the word.
Try not to AoE.
The young goal was
No AoE? Okay.
Yeah, because it'll keep their buff time. If they hit 10, they're pretty much shielded from everything.
Okay, cool.
The young goal attacked the beast with great determination and ferocity. Yet, the more he attacked, the more
Switch.
fearsome the beasts grew. However,
Switch.
when we let it alone, the beast
Shit.
shrank to near nothingness.
Switch.
Switch. Oh shit, I nearly hit 6 then too. Oh, I did I?
Switch. switch and hold off a second. And
Yep, we're right. This one. Yep.
switch. Switch.
Cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Holy strife feeds on conflict. When you have
Just
peace,
watch out
you
for
look
the
up.
frontal on this
Strife will find
infestor.
somewhere
It's kind
else
of
to
annoying.
roam.
Okay.
You have my thanks, heroes. You have given peace to this sacred temple. Now, off with you. I require meditation before I begin the restoration ritual.
Ah, shit. Ah, shit. Right, okay. Doing good so far.
I'm gonna drag the first two back in here.
Okay, mate. No worries. Just have a quick look. They help a lot. When he starts to spin. Cameron, good to see you giving a plus for a go, mate. Been following us since you first started Mythic Zero. Bricking these keys is how you progress, so don't be discouraged. Yeah, thanks, mate. And this community that I seem to have got is really forgiving, which is always a good thing. Shit, get out of that. Shit, 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 shit. Get out of the way. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. I'll get you. My favourite dungeon specialist. Hey Doc, is that you? Sorry, you said it was you, but then it's not me. Sorry. So is that you, Rindle? Come on, come on, come on. Switch on.
How weak.
This one just has a ground mechanic that she'll do every so often. Just need to get out of it and then watch for its 4 projectiles at the edge of it.
Okay.
The heart of the great serpent will not fall into your hands.
Oh, yep. So, oh, shit. So what did I do? Ran straight into the friggin' thing. Idiot. Sorry. Pardon me for screaming. I didn't realise it was so close. So that was what you were saying about the 4 things and the ground mechanic?
Yeah, they're really fast.
They are extremely fast, yes.
Doesn't give you much time to do much.
No, correct. That's unfortunately one thing I need is time. Oh, battle res, nice. Thank you. Oh, no, I almost died again. And I did die again.
Yes.
Don't worry about resing me. No, it's cool. Don't worry about it. Don't res me. I don't contribute anything anyway. It's all good. It's all good.
That's not true, JR. You brought us all together.
Hey,
You
fair enough, mate.
contributed
Fair enough.
everything.
True, true. Fair enough. I'll take that. I'll take. I've got to take something, so I'll take that. Thanks, mate.
Oh shit! I ate that one.
The cycle must continue. The Jade Serpent must be reborn.
Now, I'm sure you guys can be heard, yeah, on the stream as well, if you're in Discord and we're talking like this, because should be able to hear it.
When I looked at both previously, I could hear myself, but I shut it down because
Okay.
I had lag.
Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. Yeah, it looks like it.
The haze has been
Nice.
lifted from my eyes.
You
Do you want me to release,
if
or
you
you
want.
gonna-
There's the doors open.
Release? Yeah, okay, cool. Oh, yep, sweet. Alright. We can hear them if they're wondering. Oh, thanks, Hero. Cheers, mate. Yes, you can be heard. Excellent, excellent. Because you're sort of... Otherwise, you're getting one side of my conversation, which is a bit weird. Oh, shit, I'm not close enough to fucking interrupt it.
It's okay. We'll just cleave it down.
I just realised. I'm hitting interrupt, and it's like... I realised that one of my keys was... I'm obviously not close enough, but... Get out of there! Oh shit. At least it's a stun. Whoops. Come on, target him, you numpty. Oh shit, should I not have done that?
I did.
Okay.
Definitely want to pop wings on this next one.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, they're up. They're up.
Let's take skull first so we don't get feared.
Skull first. Gotcha. Right.
This one, he targets 2 people with a debuff. You want to stay away from everybody else with that. I'll
Okay.
try to move to the side. And then when he's going to spawn the ads, we just all need to stack together.
Okay, no worries. Oops, don't do it yet.
Remember stack.
Stack, yep. Shit! Okay. How good is this? How good am I at this? For God's sake. Oh man, I gotta have a shave. I thought I was doing the right thing then. So, anyway. Don't worry about dying to mechanics the first couple of times through. Thanks, mate. Just gotta learn from mistakes. Yeah, absolutely. I will next time. Yes, I appreciate that. Thank you. That's the kind of environment I want to be in.
Especially with this particular one, you gotta do a couple times.
Yeah, I thought I was doing the. I thought we were stacking, but I think I had one of those purple things around me as well. Hey bro, can you give a shout out to my man Trome? Of course I can. Hey Trome, how are you? I hope you're doing extremely well. I hope you had a wonderful Chrissy and New Year. And yeah, Trome, have a wonderful day. Bloody hell. I love you, man. Thank you. No worries, mate. Not a problem. Was that okay? Or do you want it in an accent or something, or a different accent? Bloody hell. Almost got him. No worries, mate. Marius Sherman. Mate, glad I could finally catch stream. Thanks, mate. I'm not really contributing anything, but I am present. Hope you have a good one. Yeah, I'm doing okay. Not really. No, I'm not doing well at all. As you can see, that's me there. Right there, that's me. We might get him if we're lucky. We might get him. 7, 6. They're in spirit. I am actually there in spirit. That's a good point. Oh, Marius, thanks for that, mate. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. They'll get him. Yeah, we got him. Yep. We've got to get rid of them other fellas first. Oh, heals. Nice, nice. Good heals. Thanks, mate. Yes, I am literally there in spirit, yes. I like your change of pronunciation there, Geeks, with wheel and then nail. Yeah.
Gotta be humble, right?
Yeah, dead right, mate, dead right. Alright, nice. There we go. Okay, time expired. Try again. Beat the timer to upgrade your keystone. I don't really care.
I wish I brought my Voker. My warrior is not geared for PvE. Oh well.
No, it's cool, man. No worries. No worries. It's all good.
That was fun, though.
Oh,
I'm
yep,
so glad I got to not only join a stream, but get in on a match. Thank you so much,
yeah, all
JR.
good, man.
That was awesome.
You're a dude. No worries at all. No worries at all. Shit. It's all good, mate. It's all good. I'm just happy that you enjoyed it. You know what I mean? Ooh,
absolutely.
crystallized droplet.
Hell yeah.
What do we got here? 379. Okay.
Alright, guys. It's
Stamina
been a real
critical
pleasure, but my old buddy is back on the game for the first time in a long time, so I gotta peace.
You gonna go play with him? No
Yep.
worries. Take it easy, man. Thanks very much. I really appreciate it. Thanks for jumping in.
JR.
It's
I'll
awesome.
watch the rest of the stream when I'm done with Buddy. I can't wait to see how
You're
badly
all
I
good.
fucked
You're all
up.
good. No, you're all, yeah, no worries, man. Worse than me? Can't be any worse than me. Can't be any worse than the host. Hope Crusher Gauntlets.
Awesome.
Can't be any worse than the host, man.
Happy hunting, guys. Thanks for the run.
Yeah, take it easy, bud. No worries. Not a problem. Not a problem. Hope Crusher Gauntlets. What do we got? Mail. No, I need plate. No, I'm all good, thank you. No, I am all... Whoops, I better not do that in caps. Whoops. No, all good, thank you. Okay, leaves the party. Leaves the party. Let's leave the party. But I think we have to her there here, don't we? Yeah. So, as you can see, I'm contributing huge amounts of DPS. And I'm so absolutely good at this sort of stuff that I hardly died through that one. I contributed so much. Not really. But anyway. There's a car driving past. Doesn't happen very often on my street. Yay. And while I'm here, I always just quickly top up on a kebab. Death. Yeah. That's really good. I'm nicking that one, Troy. That's really good. That's really good. That's really good. That's how much DPS I did, man. I did the most DPS. Deaths per second. Yeah, exactly. I am so stealing that. I am stealing that. That's really good, man. That's funny. The old Ret Pally. That's me, mate. It's my main. Tanking the floor. Yeah, absolutely. That's my main. I've got to stick with him. He's my main. He's the character I had from the very start. I'll just go and repair real quick. Actually, before I do that, let's check this thing out. Upgrade level 2 of 13. So, what are we going to do? 106 stamina. I might change that one out. The Thunderous Downburst Ring. I love the nostalgia. Oh, I gotta go hand in those ancient vault artifacts too. Oh, you finally got to 12 with the Valdraken too, so I can I've now got that Legacy of Tearhold quest as well. Yeah, that only happened yesterday.
Finest wares in Cold Terrace, right?
Finest wares in Cold Terrace, right here. How does that work? Surely I have to repair. Have you ever tried Holy or Protection? No, I've been a Ret Pally the whole time. I've never tried the other ones, Hero. And Josh, hey, we get buffed for the first time, and I don't know how long Tuesday. Yeah, true. How come I'm... righto, okay, I don't need to repair. I picked up Holy this expansion, and it's super fun. Yeah, I've got a... In the vault, yes. I've got a I've actually got a monk that I'm using as a healer. The only character I've got in the Dragon Isles at the moment is this one, my paladin. All the others are 60 still at Stormwind waiting, including my Drakthir. How many of those have I got? 2.
May the stars guide you. Hello. Be careful. Farewell.
Oh, almost. That's my second go at that too. Hey Ben, how are you, man? We just finished the run, so I'm just gonna jump out of WoW. But yeah, that was cool. I died so much. I had so much DPS. It was awesome. So as you may see from the chat, that's deaths per second. All right, I'm trying to think. That's about everything, isn't it? Yeah, I've got to get my blacksmithing up. Yeah, I'm definitely stealing that. Actually, that's a good point. I might just quickly check. I know it's not available, but we'll just see what will be available. And for Wednesday it is for us. Take KGR. Have a good one, mate. Thanks, Marius, and thank you very much for jumping in. I really appreciate it, buddy. Oh, look at all this. Man. Defeat 6 Vault of the Incarnates bosses. Complete 1 Mythic. The next one's complete 4, then complete 8. And obviously PvP, but I'm not PvPing. Wonder if I should I try PvP? I've never really tried PvP before. Maybe that could be the next thing I try after this kind of stuff. Nice. Okay. Nice. Alright. I'll jump out. And I'll bring you guys back over here now. Oops, sorry. Just gonna bring the chat back over. Is it going to work for me? I'll just leave it there. Is there an invite to your Discord anywhere? I can't seem to find it. It is further back up, but I'll throw it back on now. It's very chill. It's very relaxed. Just follow the rules. No, don't be a dickhead. That's basically the rules. You know what I mean? Don't be a dickhead. That's basically it. Yeah. All right, so Hero, no worries. Yeah, there's the link. Please feel free to jump in. Okay, I can see he's jumping in now. That's awesome. Thank you very much. All right, we might call it there, eh? What do you reckon? I really need to sort myself out, eh? That the DPS, not my deaths per second, my actual damage per second. I'm trying to follow Heckley as much as possible, and I'm still don't seem to be. I guess it's just gear. I guess I'm just not geared high enough yet. That seems to be a problem. Sorry, V Nasty, were you just trying to talk to me? Sorry, mate.
I was just wondering how your talents are set up, because that's normally what I do is normal Ret Paladin.
That's a good point. I don't know, man. Try Icy Veins. I might have to like do their default, their loadout, the ones you can download. I might do that actually. I thought I did do that, but that is something I will double check. While that was going on, we just had a visitor, so I'm going to have to jump off, guys, and see what that was about. So look, I really appreciate it. Thank you very much for the donations, Marius and Josh. I really appreciate it. Thank you. It's awesome. And thank you very much for being engaging. Thank you to everyone in chat. That was an awesome run. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate everybody jumping in. As I say all the time, I'm guided by you guys and what we want to do and what we want to chat about and how we play and stuff like that. Please feel free to leave any comments or anything like that you feel where you think I could improve, because it's, I'm trying to get better as it goes along. Obviously not doing too well at the moment, but it's only my first run at that dungeon, so we'll see how we go at that Mythic. But yeah, so very awesome. Yeah, jump in the Discord if you want, and it's very chill. There's no pressure. It's just take it easy. That's exactly how I like to play and exactly how I like to live my life as well. Yeah, that was it. I'll just check and make sure everything's still cruising. All right. Yeah, so awesome. Thank you so much. Yeah, and we will... if you haven't looked at the Icy Veins Mythic Plus talents, you should. Yes, I probably should definitely check that out. I will check that. Troy and Hero, thank you for that. I will check that out, definitely. That's probably what I'll do after I get off the stream. All right, guys, it was awesome. I'll be back on again probably tomorrow. So if you feel like jumping in then, which will be Sunday for you guys, Monday for me. Awesome. So I will see you tomorrow. Thank you very much for jumping in the stream, being engaging. It's very important. Thank you very much for the donations. I really appreciate it. It's that's also important. And thanks very much. And remember, as always, duty